morning, everyone. So I got my coffee. I got my empty containers of destination wax that I've worn. So this is going to be the warm it up video. Let's get into it. So destination wax, I've been hauling a lot these past couple days. You've been seeing, videos after videos of sampler of things that I've got during the April's pre-order. So today I thought it's a good day. It's a good time because I've melted a quite a few to let you guys know how her wax is. How's the performance? How it did? Is it good? Of course, you know it's good. But which scent I like, which scent I didn't like on warm. Let's get into it. These are all purchased during, I think, is it the very first order that I ordered from Destination Wax. So I've labeled it. I mean, she has a pour date on there. Yeah, let's talk about Destination Wax for a little bit. Destination Wax is owned by Rebecca Harris, and her customer service is amazing. She does scent shots. She does little blocks. She does citrus loaves. She does little bundt cakes. There are 6. She also, from the 1st to the 10th, is restock. So you can order on that. After, from the 11th on, the website is closed. She just opened up custom. So I think those are also closed for right now. She also, once in a while, does whole list pre-order. That means everything that's on her list of scent is open, unlimited quantity for pre-order. Of course, everything is gonna be linked down in the description below. It's a $8.50 flat rate shipping. So she combines shipping on same day order. I think you have to use a code. Don't quote me on that, but of course it's already down in the description. She does ship to Canada, I believe, and I think international as well, but there is a fee that you have to pay for all the one who lives in different countries. And I think you have to also pay certain tax and dues that's gonna be on you. I'm also gonna list down all the tats, like her pre-order tats, her ready to ship tats. Right now, the website is closed as of this moment right now. Today is, I am taping, I think today is June 15th. So yeah, her website is closed right now. She's pouring and she's making and she's gonna call up people for custom. So that is Destination Wax. Her wax are on the softer side, but it holds its shapes. It's easy to cut. You do not have to microwave it. And her blends are really, really good. She is known for coffee blend. She's known for her patchouli. Her patchouli is really good. And did I say Rebecca is an amazing customer service? She will contact you. She will work with you pretty much, because me and her has exchanged messages back and forth during the April's pre-order, because she wanted me to make sure that I get my stuff on time for, I said it was going to be for a Mother's Day present, and she called, and well, she didn't call, she messaged me to see what I needed, what I right away, if she could help in any shape, way, or form. So that's really good customer service. She put her the name of her company, the name of the scent, the description, and the pour date on there for you. I believe she said that her wax could use a 2 weeks cure time, and that should be good. Once again, it's all down there. Look down there if you are ever like curious on what I'm saying, if you want to know what the scent is. Yeah, everything is down below. So now let's get into what I warm and my warm review for Destination Wax. So yes, my warm it up review are not empty, because not necessarily do I have to empty the scent or the product before I can do a warm it up review. It's more like, and it's not a variety of vendor either. It's gonna be just focused mainly on one vendor, so that way I could go in depth, go into more detail. Yes. The first scent I have is 21 Baker Street. I liked it on cold and I loved it on warm. It's a very It says here that it's has cherry pipe tobacco, but the cherry note doesn't come out. It's just mainly tobacco, which meaning that it's not like someone smoke a cigarette or a tobacco and blow it in your face. It's not like that. It's just have this depth of a smoky, like a campfire when you're out in the wood camping and you know have that smoke scent, but it's not a cigarette or a tobacco. You know, like I do not like cigarette scent. It's not that at all. The vanilla in there sweeten everything up. It has leather, and it's very old world. It's very So this is supposed to be named after, you know, the Sherlock Holmes home, 21B Baker Street. And it does take me there. It does take me into that, you know, London where Sherlock Holmes lived in his apartment. You kind of like close your eyes and you can picture all the books along the wall kind of sense. That is what this scent gives me. It gives me like going to the library and going into the section where old books are. Not necessarily does it say that this is our book, but it's like an antique shop, something that is older world, and that's what I get when I warm it. I really like it. It's very deep and dark and heavy though, so it's not a light for springtime, for summertime, for hot days. I warm it anyway, but I feel like it's a little bit heavy for those days. If you want something light, this is not for you. Go through to, if you like fruity, girly, this is not it. You have to like manly, patchouli, musky scent. Then you'll love this. I also warm black plus black, so vanilla and black pepper. In the beginning, I didn't know what black pepper is gonna be like. If I warm this, am I gonna be sneezing throughout the whole day? Because you know, whenever you smell black pepper, you tend to want to sneeze. But that is not the case. I was like, oh my God. So in my mind, I don't know, did you guys think about that, or did that thought cross your mind? Like, if I warm black pepper or chili pepper, am I gonna be sneezing all day long? But this has a cologne perfumey scent on warm. On cold, it was a little light, but on warm, it came out a little bit stronger. I only melted one, and I'm not sure because so with these, and the way how I warm it is, my Ashland 24-watt warmer would get half a cent shot. So that's about a 0.7 ounce to a 0.8 ounce. It's not necessarily a 1 ounce, because if you know, I know this says it's a 2 ounce scent shots, but it's not a 2 ounce exactly in here. So it's about 0.8, 0.9. So it's not 1 ounce to be exact. So my Ashland warmer would get half of this, which is the 0.8 or 0.9 or 0.7. It just really depends on how I cut, because I don't measure it exactly. And then the other half went into the Glade. It wasn't super strong. I need to go and find another one and then really focus to see how I feel. Maybe I was tired that day, but I remember I really liked this on cold, but on warm, it didn't translate for me. So I need to go and melt it again. And like some oil is just a light scent, some cologne is just light, but I want to give this another try before I come to a definite answer. So for this right now, black plus black is still a mystery for me. Frozen, which is cold menthol plus essential oil, eucalyptus and peppermint. This sort of smelled like candy cane, but not as sweet. It has that peppermint, because you know peppermint is candy cane, and it has that eucalyptus in there. So on warm, it was very sweet and candy cane light, but not as super sugary sweet as a candy cane scent would be. I really like it. It's not Vicks Vapor Rub by any means, because of that peppermint lends it its sweetness, because I don't think Vicks Vapor Rub is sweet in any sense, form, or way. But it was good. It wasn't the super, it's not the strongest peppermint that I've smelled. And there are other vendors who have stronger peppermint. I did like this. I don't think I would repurchase it, because although I like peppermint, I'm not a huge fan where I need like a loaf or anything. Vanilla, iced vanilla woods, which is lavender even out by vanilla and warm wood, is a BBW type. I was kind of timid. I was like, okay, this has lavender. So basically it went into my room, and I cut it in half, and it went into the Glade 20-watt warmer. It surprised me. It has the sweetness that the vanilla and the warmness that the wood has, like it has described. The lavender is, because I don't know whether it's a sweet lavender or a herbal lavender, but because the vanilla was sweet, it pulled a lot to the sweet side. So it's a very sweet nighttime melt. I like it. I really, really like it. I love pink sugar. I love lavender, but I didn't know that this could take me to that essence of like a sweet lavender and a sweet pink sugar would do. The vanilla, I want to get more of this, and that's how much I like it. So yes, yes, it's cologne, not really, because the lavender is there, so I would say more floral, more girly, but I don't get that cloying, perfumey, cologne note on Warm. Jupiter 2 is a fruit, floral, musk, white grape, orange, rose, geranium, and patchouli. I didn't get the white grape. I don't like grape. So on cold, I was like, I don't get white grape on cold. Let me see if when I warm it, I would get white grape on warm. I don't get any grape essence. Mostly I get a very powdery, very patchouli, musky scent. So all those, the orange and the grape and the fruit didn't come out. So I do like it, but as far as a patchouli musk scent, I have others that I favor more to, or I tend to like more. So this is good in that because it meets all my requirement of a very good patchouli and musk scent, but it's not something that I'm gonna go and buy another one of. But it was still good though. London Mist, which is floral, lightly earthy scent overlaid with moss and swirling mist. This went into the bathroom. This got cut into thirds because it's a Scentsy warmer. So a Scentsy warmer, they're light bulb. Everyone says that Scentsy doesn't really work with vendors, indie vendors wax. To me, it does. I think that Scentsy's warmer does work, but do not get the element warmer. The element warmers are not the hot plate one. The hot plate is the Scentsy Accord, but the element are one that the heat source is right there already, and you just put it right on top of, and it's coated. I'm gonna maybe pop up a picture of one of the element warmer that I have. Those things are so cute. They're meant for decorative, but as far as warming it, I don't believe that the element warmer worked too well. Now the 15-watt, which is on the small plug-in, to me those also I don't care for too much, but I do like our bigger warmer, the 25 watts, the 20 watts, the 30 watts, the 40 watts, the Edison one. Those are really good, and I really like it. And my favorite, of course, is the Scentsy Accord, which is a hot plate one. But back to this scent, this went into the bathroom, which has my Crush in there. It's called a Diamond Crush. It's a light bulb one, and it worked really well. It's a 25 watts light bulb warmer, cut into third though, because I felt like half would be too big, and I was afraid that it wouldn't melt correctly. But I cut it into third, and it was really good. It has a very green note to it. The bathroom is a place where I tend to melt a lot of green notes, stuff that I'm not sure about, like I'm not sure where it belongs. I'm not sure, should I put that in then it goes into the bathroom. So unfortunately, because it went into the bathroom, I didn't go in there too often, but when I do go in, I like it. It's your typical, I don't want to say typical, but it's your everyday floral green fragrant or scent. And if you like those, then grab London Mist. It was okay. London Rain, which says a rain day in London, citrus, floral, wood. It's a Jo Malone type. Jo Malone is a perfume house, or they're a house that make perfume and cologne, and they're very, you can buy them at Sephora, you can buy them at Nordstrom. They're on the pricier side. So this is their London Rain is Destination Wax dupe or type for Jo Malone Rain and Angelica. This also went into the bathroom. Jo Malone London Rain smells very girly and perfumey. So I can totally see the name. It's very powdery. It's very the rain comes out, like I'm trying to figure it out. Like it's more powdery than anything though. I feel like it's more girly, it's more perfume. It's not a fresh scent, but it's one of those where, like, if you have a makeup room or a powder room, I feel like this is a good place to have that scent in there. Even like an expensive hotel bathroom. I know you thinking, oh, I don't want it to smell like a bathroom, but no, like if you ever been to one of those luxurious 5-star hotel, everywhere in the hotel should smell good, and this is what I would picture those hotel would have in their bathroom. Next up is Marshmallow Fireside, and it's supposed to be a bath. It's not as, it said that it's not as smoky as the Bath and Body Works type, but mainly sweet marshmallow and smoldering amber. Love this. So I am a big fan of Beach Night, and you know, Beach Night is toasted marshmallow with this and that inside there. So like in essence, this reminds me a lot of Beach Night. It is very sweet, but it has that slight, like I told you, smoky smoke, but not smoke like cigarette smoke blowing into your face. That's nasty smoke. This is the good smoke. So, but mainly that marshmallow, that warmness. It feels so warm and cozy. I think this is really good as a blender too. So I want to pick up like a loaf of this when my name is called, because this would go well with like a French lavender to tone it down, a patchouli to tone it down, even melting it on its own, because that's what I did, and I did it in the bedroom because I was like, oh, I wanted to, because my selection for this month is not that huge, so I need to be creative and think of like, okay, what can I put in there or that. But this was so good. It is loaf worthy. I really like her vanilla and marshmallow, I come to find. Poolside Cabana, this mainly I get a lot of fruit. It's pineapple, coconut milk, jasmine, peach blossom, salty sea air, and musk. It went into the bathroom, and mainly I get a lot of banana and fruit, which is okay because I'm like, is the sea salt and the musk gonna come out a lot? No, it didn't. It played a very, I can smell it in the background, but it's not very, I guess because it's not patchouli's stronger than musk, so it didn't come out and go bam, here it is, here I am kind of thing. But it was good. It's not one of the things that I go for when I look on a website. I don't go to the fruit section, so this will probably not be ordered again, but it was good when I had it. It wasn't nasty, stink, or anything like that. Tea and cake. I found my tea and cake, love for tea and cake from a different vendor, and when I read the description of tea and cake, I'm always worried because it's slice of orange, almond cake, and a cuppa. Don't know what a cuppa is, or kupa or cuppa, but almond scares me because almond could go wrong real quick. Pistachio scares me, but this is so good. I did it in one melt. So this is a big, it's a 2 ounces scent shots. I cut it into 3 and I put it in the kitchen, in the living room, and in the office. In the Glade 20 watts, and in 2 of the Ashland 24 watts. And that thing threw like a beast because I wanted it. I did not mind it because I know I like tea and cake, and it was everywhere in the house. It's everywhere, and it was so good. it went into the into my room because I left it open and I was inside there watching TV. It traveled in there and I did not mind. I like it. It was very good. I would order it again. It's your very classic tea and cake scent. You get that orange, you get that bakery. You don't get that almond because almond has a very weird scent to me. And then vanilla snowflake, which is creamy vanilla, warm wood, sweetened with a dash of coconut. I get the coconut, and this is also a BBW type. I get the coconut and I get the vanilla. And I told you guys that I really, really like vanilla and marshmallow. So I really like the vanilla and marshmallow of Rebecca's scent lately. And this is exactly that. This is sort of like the marshmallow fireside, but less. Vanilla snowflake is a little bit less sweet. So if you think marshmallow fireside, if you had it and you think it's too sweet, this is less sweet. And the coconut does really, really come out on cold, on warm. It was there, but it's not a coconut where I'm like, ew, because I don't like coconut too much, but this was really good. I do want to pick up maybe a couple more scent shots to have on the side. Excuse me. But yes, vanilla snowflake is good. Vegas Showgirl is different. It's a very unique scent. It has leather with floral with coconut, but mainly I get a lot of leather. I get a lot of leather when I was warming it. I get a lot of leather now smelling this. I get a lot of just, the coconut and the pink flower and the melon I did not smell at all. I did not get any melon on cold or on warm, but mainly that leather, that very, it's almost reminiscent of 21 Baker Street, but this one has more depth and this one was lighter. So if you feel the leather and the tobacco combination was too much, then maybe try out Vegas Showgirl. Yeah, I like it. I do, but it's missing something for me. And to me, I want to throw in maybe like a little pink sugar blender. So if I ever get this again, I'm gonna try to mix it up and play with it and put in a little pink sugar and see how that works. Because it was kind of one note for me, although I know that there's other note in there. Maybe it's because the leather was just too strong and all the other component was not strong enough. And then last is Velvet Moon, which is exotic sweet blend of patchouli, plum, and black vanilla. I was on a patchouli kick. This patchouli is, they said there's a sweetness in here. I didn't get that too much. It smells good. The plum didn't really come out during warm either. It's another patchouli musky scent, another old world, another very strong, heavy masculine scent. I do like it. I do want to pick up a little bit more to really come to a definite like, oh, how is it different than all the other patchouli, all the other musk, all the other leather, all the other tobacco that I've melted. So yes, I am definitely gonna do a more in-depth, more like I'm gonna order them and kind of really focus them down and really write them down, because this week I just kind of warmed through things to see which one I like, which one I don't like, and then kind of remember and log down the one that I really like so I could do custom when it is. But yes, I want to totally get a little bit more to see how I feel about it. Right now I think it's like a 8, 10 being I really love it. It's like an 8, 7, 8. So yeah, that is everything that I warmed. So her wax performed really well. Her wax, I do cure them a little bit longer than the 2 weeks time that Rebecca has recommended. Not because, you know, I need it to be cured for like a whole long, because now it's June and I got that in January. I don't need the whole 5 months or 4 months or whatever, but it tends to, because I do it because I have so much wax and I want to use the old one first before I use the newer one. And this month it really forces me to go and use them, and I really like them. what are my favorite out of the whole bunch? Now, Black and Velvet Moon are not sure, these two are unknown, so I'm definitely gonna order them again, but they're not like, oh my god, you have to get this. These are my unknown that I will order again because I need to know how they like, how are they. These two are my, I'm not sure, so definitely will order again. And then my love, like what I really like from this whole thing that I gonna order again because oh my god, it was so good. Where is it? Oh, Marshmallow Fireside. This one surprised me. I liked it so much, and yeah, there's no lavender in here, there's no mint in here, but it made it to my bedroom and it was not disappointed. It was so good. Iced Vanilla Wood. This one also was very good. It has the lavender in there. It has that, all that sweetness that needed for me for a nighttime, for a good nighttime melt. So yes, definitely need. Tea and Cake. Her tea and cake smells like other vendors' tea and cake, sort of, but it's something that I really appreciate and something that I came to love. So I'm definitely gonna pick up a few more because I really do like tea and cake. Yes, I do. Yes. Of course, 21B Baker Street, because it has enough of depth in there. Like, it wasn't only tobacco, it wasn't only leather, it wasn't only like patchouli, it wasn't only musk. It was everything that's combined in this that makes this scent unique to me, that I'm like, okay, I want more of this. So yes. And then last but not least is the Vanilla Snowflake, because I don't know, that creaminess of the vanilla and the coconut, it was just something about this scent that makes me go, that one is really good. What is it? And then I have to take a look. And when a scent does that, I do want to pick it up again because it's like intriguing. So that is everything for this Warm It Up review. Once again, hit that face so that you be subscribed, turn on the bell. If you're new, hey there, how are you? If you're always been with me, thank you so much, and check the description down below. Until next time, guys, happy melting. Bye.